Hello, Gia.
Hello, Keisha. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, world. Hello, General Hospital world.
Yes, Tano family.
Tano Famo.
Yeah, how you
Yeah.
doing tonight, Gia?
I'm pretty good. I I'm happy with General Hospital lately, and that
I
makes me
was gonna
happy.
say, yeah, quite a satisfying few days, I thought.
Yeah. They're like
Mhm.
I don't know what's different. I mean, we don't know anything from the outside world about like different writers or anything, but they've been like
Mhm.
I don't know, knocking it out of the park. Do you have like a better that's so sporty. We're not really sporty.
Well, I kind of feel like, and this might not last,
Stick
but
in the landing. Stick in the
sticking
landing?
the landing. Yeah, I was gonna say hitting their stride.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, it seems like they've sort of settled into, like, who these characters are, some of them, what type of people they are, and they're really sort of,
Yeah.
like, following that
They're
through.
turning it on. Yeah, they're cooking with gas.
Okay.
I'm just yeah, I mean certain characters have me like just laughing and
Uh-huh.
it's been gleeful kind of for a few days and
Yeah, some of it,
um,
yeah, in a
yeah.
diabolical way, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, well you know
Mhm.
me. That's
I do, I do.
that's the kind of glee I really like to
Mhm.
roll around
Mhm.
in, the diabolical glee.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
dear.
Well,
Should
I'm
we
glad we're on the same page on that because that would be
Yeah.
terrible if you were like, "Man, it's really sucked lately," and I was like,
And we just have, like, an awkward hour.
"Yeah," like that time we argued about Winona and
And
Wynonna
Winona,
for so
yeah.
long. Yeah,
Yeah, that'll haunt us forever.
it was almost the end of a beautiful friendship. You know, my marriage almost broke up over who's on a dime, and
One thin dime.
honest to God, that was one of the biggest arguments we had. It like festered for a while. It was
Even though
before
you
I Googled everything. It was very early days.
So
And then you and
now
I, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
well, but so if Google didn't exist today, do you think you guys would still be together? You think you would have come across something else that you couldn't agree on and couldn't prove who was right and who was wrong easily?
I don't know. I like to think we would have like moved beyond that kind of thing. I mean, a part of the problem was that I was the one who was wrong on that in the end. But yeah, it's not like we were going to go to the library. It was just so he was just so determined that he was right, you know.
Uh-huh,
And that
uh-huh.
was sticking in my craw, his sort of
Yeah, yeah.
attitude about his rightness, you know. And
Uh-huh, yeah, yeah.
it's probably just more symbolic than anything. So
Okay, yeah,
but I
yeah.
just it's funny how the frivolous things that turn into
Mhm,
bigger,
mhm,
like
right.
Winona and Wynonna. Like we were probably mad at each other about something else. I don't know what.
Or maybe just our circumstances working
Yeah,
at this
stuck in a
school, not getting paid very well,
yeah, yeah.
having to grade lots and lots of papers.
Yeah, stuck in that office with with like the accounting group or
Yeah,
something.
the business teachers who obviously,
They
couldn't
thought we were like
successfully
zoo
run a
animals.
business. Yeah. Felt kinda like that, like we were all a different type of animal.
Anyway, okay, sorry, we're getting off on the wrong. Um,
Already, yeah, and we got plenty to
already, yeah.
talk about.
So back us up because we got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
and I
and I would
can't
say
remember.
I think in a way Tuesday was the least satisfying of the days, but we'll see what you think. So first we had like sort of the aftermath of the Justine and Sunny kiss.
Yeah. Oh, so was that the day we had Rick and Sunny kind of
Yeah, talking about
dissecting
the
it?
kiss, like, yeah, that just felt weird to me that like these grown men and Sunny's like, probably on Medicare at this point, and he's asking like, Is it okay if I kissed a girl?" It was just kind of weird.
Well, it was, but I'm just liking that. I'm
That
liking that dynamic between them as brothers now. Like I'm kind of
Yeah,
liking.
yeah, I do like that he kind of turns to Rick, and Rick is seeming to want to help him and protect him, but I it just felt like a weird subject.
It was a little weird, but I was thinking of it in the same way Rick was, like legally,
Yeah, yeah.
or is there some? But yeah, Sonny was
Uh-huh.
kind of more. Um, I don't know. I didn't. I was okay with it just because I kind of like them being thrown
Mhm.
together more.
Mhm. Mhm. I like how Rick rushed in thinking that a crime had
Yeah, there
been
was some
committed.
big. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And he's
yeah,
good at I think at like delivering the legal sort of point of view, you know?
yeah, yeah.
It seems kind of like it comes naturally to him.
Yeah,
Um,
I can't believe I'm liking him as much as I'm
I
liking him.
know. I am almost putting him like as more likable than some of the other guys that I've always liked, you know? So
Oh,
that's a weird
hmm.
position. Yeah. I don't know if it's
Certainly more than Curtis. I mean, that's easy.
yeah, yeah, they've given us a break from Curtis, and I guess that's
Yeah,
probably a good thing. Maybe they're retooling Curtis.
yeah, I like that tooling. Yeah.
He's a tool now, so they're gonna retool him. uh, so yeah, so we started with that, and then of course you had Justine and Jordan sort of workshopping it at the axe throwing place, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like that. That seems like that's gonna be a more like common
Regular,
theme,
yeah.
yeah. But whatever. That was I don't know. I don't know. That was another one of those conversations where it seemed like Jordan was off on one direction and then she kind of circled back and you couldn't really tell like where she came down on this
Right,
relationship,
right, on
you
the
know?
whole thing. And Justine, like, we also don't know what Justine like, earlier, I don't know,
Mhm.
months ago, we
Mhm.
were given a glimpse into the idea that Justine is playing Sonny,
Right, right.
and I don't think we could tell from that conversation with Jordan whether or not that's still the plan or whether she implying, do you think that, oh, that suddenly she does have real feelings for him?
I don't know. I mean, she
Are they
did.
purposely leaving this all up in the air, so we're just sort
Yeah,
of
it kind of seems like they decided to, depart a little bit from that original position to make it
yeah.
a little more ambiguous. I guess because that's more interesting to us, although I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think it's hard to believe that she would really have real feelings for Sonny.
Yeah, for a lot of reasons,
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It would be great if they sort of surprised us, but I'm not sure how they can with that little storyline.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise if she were playing him, right? Because
Right, right. Yeah.
I guess it would be a surprise if she had real feelings for him, and we'd be like, "Why? Like, you got a daddy
Yeah,
thing, Like,
yeah,
you got a."
right, right. Yeah, I don't
I
think
mean,
we
not that he's that much older, but it
but
feels.
it did feel and he actually he's looking these days very, very tired.
Yeah. You think so? Yeah.
I thought so, yeah, there was a close up of him and it looked like, yeah, he looked exhausted. And who knows, maybe something's going on, maybe he was, not feeling well or something, but
I look exhausted too, and
oh, I look
um,
terrible these days.
it's kind of, and it's always so disheartening when you're like, "I feel pretty good," and then you look in
Yeah.
the mirror like, "Jesus."
Like, where are my eyes? Like little raisins stuck in dough.
Like, "I feel good this morning," and you're like, "Oh my god, what fresh
Although
hell is this?" Like,
I know, although I do have a little beauty tip. I
"Oh,
didn't do a
okay."
very good job setting it up, but, I
Yeah.
I feel like since I hit, like, I don't know, 61 or something, my hair has changed completely, it
Oh,
used to be
yeah,
like,
it'll do that, yeah. Well,
it was
gray
like
hair is a different texture, it's
it is,
wiry. Yeah.
it is, yeah, and that was, like, the one thing I had going for me, so that's gone, but as I
But
had
your hair is still there. What do you mean? What's gone?
but it's not like it doesn't have a nice curl to it anymore. It kinda looks like sort of like a tumbleweed, you know?
People would be so jealous of your hair, you have no idea.
I'm not sure that's true anymore,
Okay.
Gia, but
But anyway, well,
I
get to your tip.
yeah,
What are you putting?
okay,
Are you
okay.
you losing all the leftover butter that you don't eat now because 'cause you're vegan in your hair or something, or
Yeah, since I'm not eating it, I feel like it's
Right,
okay to use butter
right.
on my outside.
What are you
No,
gonna do if you had a bunch of butter in the fridge and suddenly you're vegan?
Suddenly, yeah. I like to think I would wait till the butter was all gone and then become
And
vegan,
now I'm
but
vegan. Poof.
no. But I think I told you that I had decided, like, not to wash my hair every day.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
that helped a little bit, but last night I tried just using conditioner. I didn't use shampoo, just
Oh, I've done that a
conditioner.
lot.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
old hat. That you
Is
can do
it? So
that.
anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
that felt like that did more for me than skipping a day.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a
So
good tip, though.
I guess
Yeah.
not news to you. I didn't
You
realize
need to
you were
go we
always a
need to
little bit ahead
go
of me in the beauty department. I
Oh,
should
sure.
realize
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
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 Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, look at me. We need to go to Dubai. There's this guy I follow on Instagram that he's a freaking hair genius because he takes everything into account. He's like, well, here your head is flat, and here you. And he's like, he looks at the whole thing, and I mean, sometimes the women try to argue with him about what they want,
Mhm.
and I'm like, shut up, just do whatever he says because he's like, they come out and he
Mhm.
uses some treatment like for dry hair, and it's like he's amazing, and it's like older women, it's not young women,
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
anyway, I'm sure we don't have enough money for either the trip or what he charges, but
Yeah, and I don't think my hair is that important to me.
for a trip
I'm
to
not gonna
Dubai,
leave the country for my hair.
well, that says a lot about you, doesn't it?
I'd have better reasons to flee the country than just
That's
my hair.
true. Okay, but
Yeah,
you could kill two birds.
that's true, yeah. Anyway, okay, sorry,
Okay,
everybody.
back to work. What else happened? Okay, so yeah, so the big kiss, blah blah blah. I don't
Yeah.
know if anybody's too. I haven't seen a lot online that people are too excited about that
Yeah,
relationship, that
yeah,
potential.
right,
Um,
it's not really a fresh sort of a take on Sunny and women, so we
no,
don't
no,
know.
it's so unfresh.
Yeah, very stale, you might say.
It's stale. It's fetid.
Anyway, okay, so next, this was also a little bit of overkill, I think. It was the Lulu and Nathan conversation
Oh, I
after
know. How many
Maxie had
times?
picked,
Yeah.
yeah, and Lulu's acting all like sort of like she's agonizing over this. I don't really, it doesn't seem necessary.
To agonize, but because
Yeah.
you don't think that it's going to be that big a deal to Maxie, or
Well, it just seems like there's ways that they could sort of like nip that in the bud. Like they could, take their time,
just
and they
change their status on Facebook and
yeah,
see what happens.
just let Maxie figure it out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's the 21st century, man.
Right. Yeah.
Um, but, or, she could kinda talk to they could have an honest conversation with Maxie and or Dante, I don't know, it just
Yeah.
felt like it was all sort of, like, trumped up, like her and I don't that's when I don't really like Lulu when she's acting like she's super concerned about something and it doesn't really ring
Ring true.
true?
I
I don't
did
know.
like that she asked him, "What would you have done
Yeah.
if
Mhm.
Maxie had said that she wanted to be with you to Nathan?" And
Mhm.
because I was like, right, what was he doing there? Like, was he like, yeah, either way, I'm good with either.
Yeah.
Like it was like
Well,
a little weird that,
yeah, yeah. And he still seems like he's being sort of ambiguous, like he was it when he was talking to Maxie? Yeah, yeah, he was acting like or no, what am I thinking about when he
I don't know.
shit. Like, I thought that he'd kinda decided on Lulu, like, before, like, Maxie was home and stuff, it seemed like he had sort of set his sights on
Yeah,
Lulu.
and he didn't give Lulu any indication of that. He made it when he and Maxie had their conversation, you would have
Mhm.
thought he was saying, I just woke up and I'm still totally in love with you as if nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
right,
and that
right.
seemed a little disingenuous.
Right, exactly, exactly, and then when he was talking to Lulu, the brown dog, he kinda seemed like he could have just bought into the life he left, you know?
Yeah, it's like, well, I got a backup plan either way.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't know, like, I thought that he had more passion for Lulu, I guess, is and
Yeah,
maybe
I didn't like that he handled it that way. I don't think he did. I
yeah,
don't think he would have had to have said to Maxie specifically
right.
that I have fallen for your best friend, but he could
Mhm.
have said, things have changed for me too. I'm not the
Mhm.
same person. Like he could have
Right, right, yeah, yeah.
implied some things so that
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
wasn't just her like turning down like this love of her life.
Right.
Like cuz that could have weighed on her a little bit, her decision thinking, "Oh, well, he's
Right.
woken up and thinks that I'm, you
Mhm.
know, his
Mhm.
wife and he doesn't have any, he doesn't feel any differently than he did," which
Mhm.
was not true. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
I think he's
Yeah.
being a little I don't know, squirrely is maybe too hard a
Yeah,
word,
and
too harsh, but
but something like that. Yeah, a little bit
what's
non-committal.
like a squirrel but not a squirrel? What would that be?
Chipmunk?
A chipmunk, very much squirrel adjacent. I don't see any of those here. I don't know if they have them here.
Mm,
I
mhm,
like them
yeah.
because 'cause they're like squirrels, like, but on Red Bull even.
Yeah,
They're just like,
yeah. Red squirrels are like gray squirrels on Red Bull.
"Wait, that's complicated."
Those little feisty squirrels, you know?
Oh, yeah, 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 we don't have those down here either, but,
Mm, yeah.
yeah, they with the little kinda tufty ears.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Cute,
seem like
but full of
bad
sass.
mofos. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I think we're both a little bit confused about like what where Nathan truly stands. And maybe this is part of just his not being like the old Nathan
Real Nathan, yeah,
ultimately. Yeah. Maybe he
yeah.
doesn't know how he's supposed to feel because he's not that guy.
"You're not that guy. Wait, are you that guy? You're not that guy." Um,
Oh, and then it looks like I got confused because I wrote down Brooklyn and Nathan. It was actually Brooklyn and Chase, wasn't it?
oh, was that the big conversation they had with "Is that an ultimatum?" Like, "Are you an idiot?" Like, "Yeah, it's an ultimatum." That
Yeah.
conversation? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Alright, you go first.
Okay, well, I really applaud Brooklyn for kind of, like, holding her ground and insisting on, the truth, and she didn't back down, and it was and I kinda liked it when he said, "I like that you don't avoid the hard conversations." I didn't know if Chase was gonna come around, and I was starting to worry that Brooklyn was gonna have to, like, make a choice, you know? Um,
Yeah.
what did you think?
Yeah, I'm in agreement, I believe. I I yeah, I like that Brooklyn pushed it and was like, "Look,
Mhm,
we gotta lay it all on the line here. What did you do?
mhm,
What do you"
mhm, mhm.
but I like that this couple is defying sort of soap opera stereotype
Right,
expectations
right,
every
like
time.
yeah, normally you would have the ultimatum, and then,
Yeah,
he would make the wrong choice.
right, and then there'd maybe be a misunderstanding or some
Yeah,
timing issue, and then,
right,
yeah,
right.
all those things would happen, and instead
Mm,
they go ahead and they get into it, they get
yep,
into the
yep.
hard conversation,
Mhm,
and,
mhm, mhm.
yeah, so they're sort of defying the odds there, which I like that they're flipping it on its head for
Mhm.
me.
I do too. I don't know if Chase is worthy of Brooklyn at this point.
Not lately, not
You know?
lately,
And
but
I don't know if I believe that he'll just, like, put this Willow business behind him. I think it's gonna be hard for him to do that.
I'm hoping that he will, maybe he'll go further with it, like, he'll feel like, "Oh, I've gotta do whatever it is," and then suddenly he'll realize the error of his ways, and maybe he'll be the one that,
Mm, mhm.
you know, feels like he needs to capture her and bring her to justice or something,
Mm, mhm. Yeah.
um, because
Yeah.
he's so wrong about her, so wrong.
So
Um,
wrong. Yeah, and so wrong about Michael too, even though, like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
might say he has a reason to feel suspicious of Michael, but he does seem to be bent on just, bringing Michael down.
yeah, it's a vendetta, yeah, it's yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. I don't think is being worthy of Brook Lynn, but I like she just kind of had to bring him up short and make him take a long
Mhm.
hard look at what his
Mhm.
behavior lately and what are his priorities. And so I'm glad
Yeah.
he chose the correct. But
Mhm.
it's like she like said 3 times what he needed to do, and he's like, "Well, hang on a second, is this an
Yeah.
ultimatum? It's like,
Right.
what? Where have you been? Are you even listening, you idiot?"
I know, and I
Um,
don't like the sort of the concept of the ultimatum. It seems like if you get to that point, it might be sort of too late, but,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I could have said, "If you say one more time that you were right about who was on the dime, then"
Right, yeah. That's hard to
yeah,
come back from, you
you
know?
you shouldn't draw a line in the sand, really.
Right,
It's
right.
yeah, yeah, because
Yeah,
then nobody like, you can't people have to be able to save face
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
you could sorta outline, like, what their choices are and what the consequences would be of those choices, and then say, "It's up to you now."
Yeah, but then you're in Curtis territory because 'cause you're being all like,
Yeah, judgy and stuff,
"Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm in
And like
charge of how this goes."
right, and like
And
you have the ultimate answer.
yeah. When you
True.
don't maybe know who's on a dime, and you probably shouldn't. To this day, I don't actually know who's on a
And
dime.
then
Who
if
is
you
on a
really
dime?
think about it, you don't know who's on a nickel or a quarter either. So so why even talk about change?
I have no idea
And you're
why the whole
thinking,
thing
"Thank God
started,
they're
you
getting
know?
rid of the penny."
Yeah. I still don't know what to do with the pennies that I have, like, I might save them.
Decoupage them onto something.
I There was a car in our old neighborhood that had a little beater car, and they had glued, change all over it. It was so cool looking. Like, mostly
Mhm,
pennies, but then they'd
mhm.
done decorative stuff, like, around the windows and everything.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, that's
And,
like
like, it ran, it was like a running vehicle.
it must have been kinda heavy with all the change on it.
Probably was, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
Alright.
just a DIY idea if you have a
Yeah,
lot of change.
a lot
Yeah.
of change.
It
We're
was a
full of
small car, it was a small car.
we're full of really, really good information tonight. You always talk about value added,
Yeah.
here it is, everybody.
Yeah. Alright, what else? What else? Keep going.
Okay, alright, this is where it started to get a little bit fun. We are at Spoon Island, Lucas is on his way out, and Pascal, like, tries to catch him, and then
Oh, the dessert. Yeah, and
Sidwell
Sidwell, like,
starts talking about dessert and fixing him a
oh,
plate or something. Was
yeah, yeah,
saying
he was like, "Num, num, num, num," oh my god. I love him lately, I just love him. He's
well, he
so funny.
and it you kinda get the feeling that the actor sort of, like, decided that this was who this character was gonna be, and they're sorta letting him run with it.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. I think it's
Yeah,
just
because
fantastic.
it seems like he's leaning into that more and more.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have
Uh,
Marco, I don't know if he was trying to save, like, their cover a little bit of Lucas, trying to make it seem like there was nothing suspicious about him leaving or something like.
and Pascal, like, why is Pascal even still working for these people, like,
I know, I think Sidwell knows that he's a good spy and that his
I
loyalty will
guess
be
so, he's
with him.
useful, but he keeps trying to do sort of unilateral,
Yeah, he is a bit
decisions, and
going rogue a little bit, yeah.
yeah, yeah, and,
Yeah.
he's very unappealing.
Very, very unappealing, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so then Jens and Marco had a little conversation where it did feel like there was a chill in the air, when he asked if
Yeah,
Lucas
yeah,
knew anything or, stuff like that. So, we'll see. We'll see how
yeah.
long he's gonna, like, toy with them before he brings the hammer down.
Yeah, well, Lucas is just being colossally
Oh my
idiotic with
god.
his plans to
Oh,
find Britt's medication, and it's
yeah,
like, do you
yeah.
not understand the whole, like, danger thing,
Like, she told him that he killed somebody right in
in
front
front
of
of her?
her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Um,
Not just a rumor, but Yeah.
Right, and it seemed like he understood how dangerous he was when he's talking to Ava, but not when it pertains to his own safety, like, he thinks somehow he's smart enough to protect himself in that
Yeah, yeah,
situation.
that may be.
A little bit of too much chutzpah or something. Are you still there, Gia? You went out. Hello, Gia? Can't hear you. Oh, are you back?
Oh,
Hello?
hello?
Okay, there you are. Sorry, you cut out for a
I
sec.
know. Well,
Sorry,
you did.
everybody.
It wasn't me. It was you.
You disappeared from my screen. Anyway,
Okay.
let's not do
Let's
this
not
here.
fight. All right.
Okay.
Well, I
So
hope that
anyway,
doesn't
yeah,
happen again. But yeah.
I know.
Yeah, hubris on
Yeah.
Lucas's part to think that he
Yes.
can pull all this
Right.
shit off and not be killed.
Right,
Yeah.
not be killed, I know. So, I'm very worried for him, and Carly should be too. She is, but yeah,
Yeah, they're all gonna have to rescue him.
yeah, everybody's gonna wind up at that island, I think,
Yeah.
at
Yep.
some point. So then we moved over to Jack and Jason having a little conversation about the 5 poppies and Britt.
Oh, and then Cullum comes in and yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, all smarmy. But Jack is seeming more and more like he's a fish out of water. Like he knows he's out of his depth, you know?
yeah, well, and don't you think they're kind of softening him again and
Yeah,
making
yeah,
him like
more
so that
sympathetic.
yeah, a more sympathetic character again.
Mhm. Yep,
Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen there, whether that's trying to save him as a character so he can stay or something as a I don't
right,
know.
right.
And this whole like Carly and
Valentine?
Valentine and their plan, like what is the plan? Why are we just all sitting there in the attic with snacks and
You know,
stuff and
it kind of feels like us as a country and Trump. Like, we're all, like, hoping there's a plan, you know? But there doesn't
yeah,
seem to be a
or
plan.
not hoping there
Yeah.
isn't a plan.
Just
A plan about what to do about him. Yeah.
yeah,
Um yeah, and it's like how long is he just going to hang out in that attic?
yeah.
They did
Mhm.
all this meeting up and everything, but they had nothing on paper, nothing, just a really
Mm-mm.
rough outline or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Right, yeah. To bring they still I don't know, and did they factor Cullum into, like, somebody they would need to bring down too, or are they only interested in getting to Jack? Because
Well, initially it was just Jack
yeah,
because of the what he had done,
to Valentine and then also bringing Joss into the
bringing
double.
Joss in. That was the whole motivation. But
Mhm.
I don't know. It just seems like they've kind of lost their way on the whole thing, and now
Yeah,
he's just
yeah.
like the crazy man in the attic waiting for the
Mhm.
daily
Mhm.
special from the Metro Court,
Right,
which I
right.
wanted to see what it was. I like
Yeah,
that he was so excited about the food, that he was
yeah.
like, "I've been thinking
Uh-huh.
about this all day."
Yeah, and they do they should do a little more because they do have a nice rapport, and sometimes
They were standing very close
yeah, that at some point, yeah, you almost felt like they were both thinking about leaning in,
and
but
doing a little snog,
smooching.
a little
Yeah,
smoochy.
yeah. So I do like them together, but, yeah, they need to have a little more substance or something to their conversation.
Yeah, like yeah, something in it that's not just
Yeah,
"Oh,
even
I'm
if they're
gonna have to
talking
leave
about
like that." Yeah.
right, and, like, they were talking about Lucas and he's like, "Well, there's nothing we can do." You kind of feel like that's
Yeah.
very satisfying, you know?
Yeah.
They could at least sort of, like, play out some scenarios, and realize that they won't work or something, but I want a little more thinking and,
Yeah, a little maybe
brainstorm.
workshop it for a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. And so, yeah, so then, Cullum came in and talked to Jason, and they had a chance to size each other up.
Yeah, and he's on to Jason and Britt and
Yep,
and
and
yeah,
Jason realizes he's more dangerous than Jack, who's really not dangerous at all at this
not
point.
really. Just seems like kind of just like a
Just
lightweight. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, like he could manage, like, a Borders or something, but not a WFB.
Manage a borders. Oh, that just for people to know, we both worked at a Borders.
Yeah,
We didn't overlap in time working there, right? Like you worked
right,
there, and then
right.
you brought me in, and then you left.
That's
But
right.
we worked at the same we worked at the same Borders with the same ridiculous manager. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
He was a piece of work. Anyway, so
yeah.
that made me laugh when you said that Brendan could.
Not that it's easy to manage a Borders, but it
I'm
does
sure
seem
it's
like,
not.
well, of
Apparently,
course,
it's very
they've
hard.
run out of business, so,
Yeah, they managed it right into the ground.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So, anyway,
It
maybe
wasn't
it
me.
is.
I was just making the coffee,
Right, right. Yep.
and I that was really good. So
I bet it was good. I bet you were
it
good at
was
that,
good.
Gia.
I was awake for those 3 years, like you wouldn't believe. I was just so awake.
Oh, dear. Okay, so then we had Cullum visiting
Mm.
Britt at the hospital and, her sort of the next phase of her assignment, which is when it
Yeah,
starts to get serious, more serious.
yeah, to do the mock-up or the prototype, and
Yeah,
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 so, the shit's about to get real for her. Right.
right, yeah, okay, yeah,
Mhm. Okay, so then, yeah, we talked a little bit about Justine and Jordan at the Axe place, and that was, yeah. So that this was, I thought like kind of the least interesting day,
yeah. It was
really.
just sort of a business day where they had to get,
Mm,
you know,
yeah.
things
I mean, there was a
moving
little bit of I guess maybe one of the highlights was when Britt was talking to Lucas and I mean, as stupid as he is, I was glad that they knew where each other stood, that he's
Yeah,
acknowledging that Britt's in real trouble, and
yeah. And I
not
like that, as usual, we both like when former enemies like team up, and
yes,
so that
yes,
can be a
yeah.
satisfying.
Right, right.
And we
Yeah.
know in real life that somehow Jason's got to leave the show for a while. So,
Mhm.
maybe
Yeah.
Lucas will be the person
Mhm.
that teams up with Britt because I don't know.
Mhm.
So Jason's got to remove himself from the chessboard here. So,
Somehow, yeah, I hope they don't, like, make it look like he dies or
mm.
something. I mean, we know
Well,
he's supposed
it's
to
been
come back,
announced that
but
he's coming back in the summer,
right,
so that's not
right,
really that long. So,
right, right. So,
I mean,
we'll
maybe it'll
see.
be something where Britt would be safer if he's away from her. Like maybe they have to
Yeah.
convince Cullum that they're not
Mhm.
together or something like
Mhm.
that. I don't
Or
know.
convince Cullum that he's dead or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
We'll see. Yeah. But anyway, okay, that brings us to Wednesday, which I think might have been one of my favorite episodes ever.
Really? Okay, remind me what happened. I'll see what.
Okay. Well, so first we have Gio sitting there with Fizz, and he's planning his flight out to California.
Oh, right. And then Emma comes home. Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
sweet, aren't they?
Very sweet, and yeah, and of course, he's inexplicably shirtless, for that first part of that scene.
Just in his contract. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yep. Soon he'll have steam room scenes and shower scenes, but they're
Yeah.
starting him off slowly.
We
Um,
haven't had it like we used to have shower scenes all the time with
yeah,
Chase
with
and
Chase and
Dante,
Dante.
right? Now it's like
Yeah, yeah.
use them while like youth is fleeting, people.
Get them all into that steam room while you can.
Get your money's worth here.
They're gonna
Let
be
us
that
have our
maybe.
eye candy a little
Yeah,
bit, please.
I mean, maybe, like, there's some weird power outage, and the only place where there's any power or lights is the steam room,
Is the steam
so
room.
that
Yeah,
all the
that
men
could be
have to
fun.
gather,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah, maybe maybe it was just hot at Anna's apartment or something, and so and then he
yeah,
had his
could be.
shirt on, and then he had his shirt
Right,
off again. I was
right.
like, "What's going on here?"
I know, a little continuity problem. Um, but I think one of the things I like about him and Emma is not only that they seem like their feelings are perfectly like equal, they each like the other equally.
Yeah, we're not wondering if, "Oh,
Yeah.
does he?" Yeah,
And
yeah.
neither of them is sort of like pretending.
Yeah, they're not playing games or anything.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And also I feel like they both have sort of like a lot of history, and they've both like had to deal with like grief and pain and stuff. So they really kind of can understand and sympathize with each other.
Yeah. They're very nice, and I've read it that they're a couple in real life. I don't know if that's true or not,
It
but
doesn't surprise me, yeah, because it does seem like their chemistry is genuine, and also, like, you just think, like, if these people are working in such close proximity, it would
with their shirts off, I mean, it's bound to happen then.
it's just science. There's no fighting it.
It's pheromones, you know? I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I thought that was lovely, and I liked when she said she was supposed to come the next day, and then he showed her that he had been searching for flavor.
Yeah, that was sweet. That was like the gift of the Magi or something.
Yeah, yeah, because I was
Yeah.
afraid that he wasn't going to tell her, and I wanted her to know that he was just about
Right,
to.
just about to yep,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, that yep, very, very sweet, yep, they're
yeah.
like you know how, like, you could there's a couple you can believe in, and right now
Mhm,
they're
mhm.
one of them. I enjoy them, and I enjoy Cody and,
And Molly, yeah,
Molly.
yeah.
Who would have thought we would have ever said
Right.
Cody and Molly are a fun couple, like,
Yeah, I
remember
didn't
how
like
much we
either of
hated
them.
yeah, I know. I know, we are idiots.
We didn't like Emma either. We only like
I
Gio, really.
know, we, like, raked Emma over the coals. Ah, we
She's
are
fun.
really bad at this stuff.
Yeah, we we
Um,
are. Or they're really good. They're very good because they all
yeah,
get
we just get
over.
manipulated. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, but that was nice, and that felt like a good sort of way to resolve their little conflict. I liked how that worked out for them.
Which are you talking about?
Cody and
Oh, Cody
Molly.
and Molly. Yeah, yeah, and I like he's very funny, like the stuff about
Mhm.
the book club, like he
Yeah.
can pull that off, that stuff.
He can, right, when he slipped in that, he a clue about reading Pride and Prejudice, and she got
Y-
it.
Yeah, yeah, very funny. And
Yeah, and I like it seems like they're not they're not changing his character, but they're making it evident that he is smart, he's just never, like, had any reason to be, like, book smart, that's
right,
never
right, right.
skills he
Yeah,
needed.
yeah, there's like intelligence and then there's just you know, book learning, but
Yeah,
like practical intelligence and whether or
mhm.
not you've like have academic intelligence are sort
Right,
of
right, yeah,
yeah,
he's sort of
yeah,
like she thought he was street smart, but he's
yeah.
he's more than that. Yeah.
And I honestly I run into so many people in life that it's like that have sort of an inferiority complex about
Mhm, mhm.
um not having been to whatever level of school, and I feel
Yeah,
like a lot of the most intelligent people I know are the ones that didn't go to school
mm,
or didn't make it through or
mm,
whatever, you know, and it's
yeah,
unfortunate and a
mhm.
lot of the people that I know that went through, like myself included, went to a lot of school, a lot,
And
and
here we are.
I'm numb as a hake. Like I realized I knew how to do school, and so I stayed in it as long as I possibly could to
Mhm.
delay my
Yeah,
entry into the, so-called real world.
yeah, yeah.
That
Well,
was
not
smart. That was smart of me to do
right,
that.
right.
But
Yeah, and I kinda think the purpose of school is to teach you how little you know, really,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, should humble you a little bit. But yeah, so Cody and Molly have kind of finally found like some common ground or something.
Yeah, and and I was kinda like, oh, I was bummed that they were having him, they met in the Brown Dog and had their conversation, and then he was leaving, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, they're gonna do this again,"
I know.
and so I was glad that
Yeah.
I was glad that the pacing of it, they went ahead and like, okay,
Right.
but,
Right,
I was
right.
like,
Yeah,
what are we doing again?"
I know. Yep, me too. But yeah, the pacing of it, that was what I liked, I think. Like both with Gio and Emma and Cody and Molly, it all felt
Yeah,
like it unfolded in a nice way and a nice pace. And
yeah.
and it was pure sort of romantic soap opera, love in the afternoon kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. We like that.
We do. We
We're
do.
sappy that way.
We are just a couple of old ladies.
Yeah, with their story. Yeah.
That's right. Yep. Yep. So let's see. Then we had at the hospital, We had Elizabeth chatting with Lucas for a little while, and then Dante came along and wanted to talk to Elizabeth. And I
Yes.
enjoyed that also.
Yes. I
I
think the
like
whole
that.
world did.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause we're
Mhm.
all of a sudden, we were like, "Why have we not thought of these 2 together?" Maybe other people have, but I don't think I have.
Yeah, I like, because they both have, like, a lot of life behind them. They both have, like they're both serving the public, so they have that sort of altruistic kind of a sensibility.
Yeah, and his recent, like, asshat behavior
Mhm.
aside,
Mhm.
they're both, like, just genuinely good people, you know?
Yeah, yeah, he kinda seemed like he was back to, like, the sort of like, the modest kind of Dante.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, and she kinda, I think she has this way of bringing out the good side in people or,
She does. I feel like if I were around her, I would be a better person, you know?
well, she's not a wizard. You set that up, I had
I
so much
enjoyed
time.
that. I enjoyed that. Oh god, okay. Bazinga. Yeah, so I don't know, wouldn't it be something if she were, like, in real life, if that actor was just an evil wench, like, just a and
Yeah.
she just could act the crap out of this role, and
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
and I know in her past, like, when they show scenes back from when, like, she and Carly were catfighting all the time, it's like, oh,
Mhm.
she hasn't always been this
Right,
angel, but
right,
now I'm
yep.
like, she kinda, like, walks on water for me, and she's made of alabaster. It was like everything about her is incredible.
I know. Yep, and she seems like a real nurse,
Yes, like a real good nurse, not like
Yeah,
not
not
like
like
a
a real
like one that's gonna switch test results or,
yeah, or jam a syringe into your neck.
jam a syringe into your neck or yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, because 'cause they're out there.
unless you need that, then I guess she would.
But, so this is promising that we're like
Mhm.
we've been begging for a
We have,
storyline for
and that would
Elizabeth.
be so nice to have because I was thinking also Dante hasn't had a great storyline in a while.
No, just sorta yucky, you know, like things
Yeah.
with Rocco and things with,
Mhm. Right, right. That were
yeah,
really out of character for him, you
right,
know?
yeah, yeah, so
So
this would be nice, and it's
mhm.
like, what would we do? Because now we like Rick as well.
Oh gosh, I forgot all about
Oh,
that.
you did?
Just as I'm saying I like him so much now, I completely forgot about his designs
Yeah,
on
so
Elizabeth, yeah.
right, and she sort of, like, seems to have some feelings for him reawakening, and now suddenly it's
Mhm.
like,
Yeah, maybe
a
because she
little
thought she was past the point of, like, finding anybody new or something. Maybe she
is it
thought
maybe like one of those things when we both turn 42 or and we're
yeah,
not
you just
attached,
you
well,
just
yeah,
settle.
yeah,
Yeah. Just
yeah,
grab whatever's closest.
like the Crosby, Stills and Nash song, right?
L Kind of, but not really in a sexy way.
Oh, just like just like make a financial arrangement with the one you're
Well,
with.
yeah,
That
like, yeah,
doesn't
this
roll off
like
the tongue, yeah.
like, this guy's got a pretty decent pickup truck, so I guess, I could let him touch me a little
Pickup
bit.
truck. We're not here to just talk about your situation, right?
Do you have a need for someone else, Gia?
No, I'm just funny that you're thinking about a guy with a pickup truck.
I really would
Uh,
like a pickup truck.
I know why you haven't had one yet is sort of
No,
puzzling to
yeah.
me. I
Well,
mean,
they've
even
always been too expensive,
oh,
and they
alright.
don't get great mileage, but now that that's changed, there are some that get better mileage, and they're not they're still like 10,000 more than my current little Honda, so,
Yeah,
you know,
alright.
anyway, but that's sort of the dream. Anyway, that's beside the point.
But
Um,
getting a guy to come and, like, take your trash to the dump in his pickup truck, that's the ultimate dream, right?
yeah, yeah, no touching, just take my garbage to the dump.
That's romance.
That's that's romance Keisha style. Uh,
Okay. What else
mhm.
you got? Yeah, that was very exciting. I did not see that coming, and I really liked it with
Me
Dante and
too,
Elizabeth.
me too. I
So,
kinda wish that conversation. I wish she had, like, thought of something that would, be a clue to, like, whether or not Willow
oh
might
yeah,
have
the whole
you
what the
know
point of their conversation? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that didn't really go anywhere,
no, because she's such a good, loyal friend. Maybe
right.
not the best judge of character, but
Mhm,
uh,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
neither were we. We've been very poor with that
Very,
all
very
along.
poor. I was glad she didn't she did think that Michael wasn't capable of that either, she didn't wanna believe he was so I'm glad that she was sorta neutral, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She didn't really give anything away on either
No,
person. Yeah,
no, mm-mm. But
but
maybe something will come to her mind. Maybe she'll, like, be wandering around in their house and stumble upon something that,
some
like,
yeah,
you
like
know
remembering seeing Willow come out of somewhere or something. Or
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Hmm. But anywho, yeah, let's hope something happens there. And that would kind of complicate things a little bit, or not with Lulu if she has any thoughts about Dante and Nathan, if they were worried about Dante at all, if he seemed like he was otherwise
he
occupied. That would
seems
be
doesn't even seem like he cares about any of it, does he? He seems very removed from the Lulu thing.
he
Like
does kind of, doesn't he?
yeah,
And Nathan doesn't seem to be too worried about how Dante would react if he was with
yeah.
Lulu, right? So,
And
yeah,
Lulu got over her, earlier pants feelings for Dante. Apparently, those sort
yeah,
of
she did, didn't
dissipated.
she? Yeah, yeah, mhm.
So
So,
she like, that should be a lesson to her. Like, why don't you give it 10 days?
10
You
days.
know,
Yeah, yep,
10 days,
yep.
2 weeks, and just
Mhm,
like maybe these will go away.
mhm. Right, yeah, I know. She's kind of playing out this whole, like, sort of romance, a little prematurely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anywho, that's that. Okay, so then we had the conversation between Ava and Lucas. We was trying to warn
Oh
her away
yeah, Ava
from
looked
Sidwell.
fabulous.
Yeah, those little like T-strap heels she had on.
Listen to you, T-strap heels. I was going to point out the shoes, but I did not know they had a name.
Is that what I think that's sort of what they're called.
Sounds right to me. That's fabulous.
Yeah, those did look
T-strap
good on her.
heels, yeah.
Yeah. I would
And
look.
the red and her hair all
Mhm,
floofed up and
mhm,
everything, she was like a
mhm.
knockout.
Yeah, like an old sort of movie ingenue or
Yeah.
something,
I'm looking up T-strap heels, yeah. T-strap Mary Jane's T-strap heels.
Hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. All right. So,
I like those. I
yeah.
can't walk in heels, but
No, and those would look terrible on my big old feet. Yeah, so but good for Ava being able to wear a
you have
shoe
big
like
feet.
that.
What size shoe do you wear? Don't we wear the
Well,
same
they're
size?
like 8.5, 9, but they're wide. They're wide. It seems like you need,
Same.
like, thin calves and sort of narrower feet, I think, to pull those off effectively.
They might come in a jumbo.
I don't think that's the point. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. Oh, dear.
But just points to you for knowing the name
Thank
T-strap
you.
heels.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Um, my mom used to get ladies' magazines, and I guess I absorbed some of that
Oh, a little
information.
bit here and there.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
not enough, not enough
yeah.
to help me. So yeah, that conversation was another one that didn't really end in any sort of resolutions. Both
No.
Ava and Lucas seem to believe they're more than capable of protecting
Yeah.
themselves.
And I mean, if I were gonna pick one that's gonna survive, I'm gonna say Ava over
Ava,
Lucas.
yeah,
Yeah.
she might wind up saving everybody.
Yeah. I mean,
You know?
Ava has had experience with very
Yeah,
dangerous men, like
yeah,
she said.
mhm,
I
yep,
mean, she may be underestimating Sidwell's
mhm,
uh danger capabilities at this point, but
mhm,
she'll figure it out pretty quick and clock him
mm,
with a
yeah,
paperweight or something.
yeah,
She's
right.
that's her move.
That is her move. She almost can't help it, Like once every few months, she has to whack somebody on the back of the head with a statue or
Yeah,
something.
and they may die, they may not. She may think they're
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, she's probably gonna be fine. I don't know if she's ever even been wounded, has she? Like everybody else has been shot or left for dead or in a coma.
Yeah, right. But no, she survived. She's like
Oh, she
Cher.
did have all those burns, right?
Oh, right.
Remember?
Yeah, yeah. She was in the
Yeah.
burn clinic for a long time. Hey,
Yeah.
you could look. Here's a little double, like, if you want to use more than just the T-strap heel, you could go with a T-strap low kitten heel. A kitten heel, like if you want to
I
really
don't
impress somebody.
I
But
don't feel like I could say that.
no, just
No.
point to them. But just if you want to add to your vocabulary about
Okay, the kitten heel, yeah.
kitten heels, yeah, yeah.
Mm, yeah. That feels so far away from my day to day.
My day to day. I love when people say day to day. What's your day to day like? Yeah.
I have my, like, wool clogs that have just been shot to hell because I wear them in the snow,
Yeah, but
you know?
now is that okay for a vegan to wear wool? Like
Well, I think since they're not killing the sheep, is it okay?
you're gonna be out in the snow barefoot tomorrow because I said that.
Yeah,
Now
thanks,
you're
thanks
now
a
you're
lot. Yeah. It's better than leather, it has to be better than leather, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, doesn't that kind of hurt the sheep when they pull their hair like that? You know, they
Well, they
pull it.
sh they shear them, right?
Yeah, that's probably not pleasant. I'm just messing with you.
Damn it. Damn it,
I'm,
Gia.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm gonna think about all these sobbing
I
sheep.
know it hurts me when I brush my hair and I have a tangle.
You're right, damn it, you're right.
I'm just I'm just teasing you. Oh my god. I can
Oh,
hear the cotton crying.
not the
Are
cotton
you
too.
wearing cotton too?
I am. I'll just be a nudist.
There you go. You're gonna have to leave
I'd have to
Maine.
relocate,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Um Anyway,
Oh,
okay, I forgot who we were talking about. Oh yeah,
right.
Ava, yeah, fabulous. So yeah,
Mhm.
kind of it's sweet. I like the aunt and
Mhm.
nephew relationship and
Mhm.
um yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
anyway, okay. What else you
okay.
got?
Alright,
Moving
then,
along.
the last part on Wednesday was we had Jason and Britt together in their little romantic getaway.
The emoji room, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, right, and, so now he knows that Lucas is in too deep, and that's
Yeah,
good. That's
yeah.
good that he knows that, but it's one more person that he has to worry about now.
Right, right. Do you think
Um,
when they signal each other it's just like eggplant, eggplant, eggplant? Like does that
yes.
that's the only like emoji thing I know is like dirty, but I don't even know no idea what you're saying to someone. If you
Yeah.
put parmesan with an eggplant emoji, like what if you have a is there a
Does that mean meet an
cheese
Italian restaurant or
yeah, to do it?
I'm feeling bloated from cheese, so no eggplant tonight? I don't know.
Anyway, I don't do a lot of emoji work.
No, me neither. I just do, like, smiley faces and hearts. And
Uh
I like the dancing man, that's my
oh, I was
favorite
gonna say
one.
you use those disco men a lot.
Yeah, I
I
do
feel
like
like
that
I that makes me a little uncomfortable. But
one. That's good. Okay, I'll keep using that one.
okay,
Uh,
are we to today now?
yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okay. Oh, yes, this is where things get a little wild. So first
Yeah.
we have Drew and Willow.
Yeah.
Drew's pretending he's asleep because he's scared,
Because he's terrified.
shitting in his pants. Like, holy fuck. What did I do to deserve this? Um,
Everything. Yeah.
everything, but still, it's like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah,
karma is a bitch, Mister
yeah.
Kane.
And
Um,
that is that when Sidwell shows up? Uh, is that the
Yeah,
start of
'cause
our? Yeah.
he
Okay.
shows up later. Yeah, he shows up a bit, like, mid-episode.
Oh, okay.
And also Jason and Sonny. Jason's filling Sonny in on, his conversation with Cullum and
Yeah,
also letting
Cullum's
him
gotta
know.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, and that does seem like that would be pretty easy to pull off, I would think.
But they've
Uh,
gotta get the medicine, but they've gotta get the sample of the Britt's medicine before they do
well,
anything, and
yeah, we don't know who the keeper of the medicine is. Is it
yeah.
Sidwell and Marco? They know where it is. So if they killed Cullum, wouldn't they still
Yeah,
potentially?
maybe that would be alright, yeah. Oh, and before I forget, I really liked Sonny's shirt today. Did you
Okay.
notice that? We don't talk about the men's fashions too much, but
No, it's used a lot, well, unless they have, like, a bad jacket,
yeah, right, yeah.
which they
But
often do.
he had kind of like a little oversized collar, like it had like a 70s J.C. Penney
Uh-huh.
vibe, which I like. Just to clarify.
I don't know if anybody else has ever said, like, "I love a '70s JC Penney vibe." That's the kind of man I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's wrong, Gia, good for you.
But he looked sharp in it. It had kind of a
Uh-huh.
like a colors are subdued, but it had a little bit of a funky print going on, and
Mhm, mhm, yep,
uh,
yep,
he
mhm.
was looking sharp.
Yeah, yeah, and they were talking about, like, how, Sidwell is easily distracted, as one of the reasons why he's not as scary as Cullum, right? Or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that, and they kinda mentioned, like, Ava and Lucy. It just feels kinda weird that, they're talking about these terrible men, but then, somebody like Lucy could be like Sidwell's undoing. That seems a little bit unlikely.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Mm.
everybody's underestimating Sidwell, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
I think you're right. I think you're
yeah.
right because he doesn't take a lot of time to deliberate when he's decided he wants to kill someone.
Right. No, he's been the only effective killer we've seen,
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
in a
right.
while.
He
In a
does it
while. Yeah.
quickly, sort of for sport.
I think
Um,
Heather was pretty effective.
yep,
He
yep.
was on a roll there for a while.
Yeah,
But
and he doesn't lose a minute of sleep when he kills somebody.
no, no. It's a
Mm-mm.
clean kill, you know,
Mhm. Yep.
like the
Yep.
cops say. Was it a clean kill? It was a clean kill. Yeah. Back to my cop show roots, you know.
Yes, yes, mhm. Um,
Okay, what happened next?
well, we got to see Portia and Isaiah, and I'm not sure why I sound happy about that, but, I don't know,
Well, I think
Portia's she's better as a character these days, and Isaiah seems like he's a lovely boyfriend,
I
right?
think I think we're seeing a little more of his personality, which is I
Yeah,
think what we need. We need to feel something for him other than he's like
mhm,
a cutout,
yeah,
a cardboard
yeah.
cutout figure.
Right, right, and I
Um,
don't want him to be, like, just everything that we hope he would be. I want it to seem genuine that he's really, like, caring about Portia, and
yeah,
his
yeah.
natural p impulse is to, want to, make sure she's okay and stuff like that, but
So yeah, they're not annoying me as much as they did. So
yeah.
hopefully
Mhm,
we'll
mhm.
um yeah, oh, and that ties into like the Trina and Kai. We hadn't seen Kai in a while.
And poor
Um,
Kai, I feel like, man, he's gotta cut her loose, you know?
I'd
She
like to cut her loose. She's being
Yeah,
unbearable lately. They have
she
killed
is.
ruined that character. Um,
They have, and I feel like she doesn't really even pay a lot of attention to Kai, and then when he was like, "My internship's probably over," and she said something like, "Oh, maybe it'll be a better person or something," and he's like, "Oh, thanks for like, helping me see that," and it's like, she didn't really do anything, Kai. You know, you could have figured out yourself that it was just as likely that there would be a better situation for you with the next person, in
yeah, because
that
it couldn't have been much worse. But
Right, right. Yeah, I don't
yeah.
know. It just feels like he's just an accessory for her.
Yeah, she feels so self-absorbed and
Mhm,
entitled seeming, and
mhm.
just like
And
a little like 12-year-old brat, you know?
yeah, exactly, and, like, when she like, her impulse is to, like, force Isaiah to break up with her mom or something,
Yeah,
that's
like
like something that
what? Yeah.
nobody her age would be thinking that way, I don't think.
No, no, they're writing her very young and spoiled,
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah,
she
mhm,
she may be like, I need a little time away from my mother,
mhm.
or a little remove myself from this situation a little bit. But yeah, to like be like, she doesn't live at home with her mother,
Right,
So this whole
right,
like I've got to break up who my mom is seeing now. It's like
yeah,
what? What?
mhm,
What? Your
mm.
This is not your life to mess with,
Yeah,
you know.
right, and she's completely forgiven Curtis and Jordan for whatever's going on there,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
even know that they're together now, that Curtis is with Jordan, so, like, what is her problem?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, she's being very non-sympathetic lately, and maybe they're
Yeah,
about to turn her around because at the end of the episode they
right,
show her,
yeah,
at Portia's door. So
and she seemed to have done a complete 180, which
yeah,
kinda like, that seemed a little too quick, like, I mean, I'm glad Isaiah got through to her, but you would have thought she would have,
but
been
maybe it stems from Portia like giving her too much power over her
yeah,
life.
yeah,
It's a little bit like, why are you treating her like she's
mhm.
a part of the equation of your life, but not the
Mhm.
equation of you and Curtis and you and Isaiah, and
Right,
like
right, yeah.
she doesn't get to have the amount of say that you're
Mhm,
giving her. And
mhm. Right, right. And Trina is so far from perfect right now with what she knows and what she and Kai witnessed and haven't done a damn thing about, you know?
right, yeah, yep, yeah,
So, yeah, yeah, I know, very low points for, Trina.
yeah.
Um,
Who used
uh,
to be one of our faves,
I
and
know. I know.
work it back somehow, get her back.
Somehow, it's hard to
Yeah.
imagine, but I'm sure they could do it if they wanted to.
So,
Um,
and then Isaiah visited her and had a little chat. I don't know. What did you feel about that?
well, I don't know. I like that he's ultimately just looking after Portia, and knowing that all of this is causing her pain, you know?
Yeah. I thought
But
the writing could have been a little more
yeah,
something
yeah.
there.
Mhm.
I
Uh,
like that he, took the time to do that, and
mhm.
like his point about why don't you want your mother to be happy. Um,
Right.
but I felt
Yeah.
like there wasn't any really like lines that really got me in that.
No, that's true, yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
it was
wasn't sure why it would get to Trina if it wasn't getting to me.
right, right, and it really seemed like it did have, like, the desired effect because when
It
she came
did,
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
office, she looked like she was all smiles, you know?
yeah, yeah, yep,
But, yeah, so we'll see. Maybe that's the beginning of the road back for Trina. I just really want her and Kai to, like, start and maybe if they I don't know. I feel like charges would have to be brought against Michael in order for them to start to feel really shitty about not saying anything, you know?
yeah. I don't know,
Um,
and Alexis shares some of the blame for this
oh,
for
totally. Yeah, yeah.
yeah
Right.
steering them so wrong, but
Yeah, which
yeah.
which brings us to her little conversation with Diane when Diane like another person saying Alexis is perfect for this, like knowing full well that Alexis is so compromised, you know?
Well, but she's framing her as a comeback kid and somebody who's overcome, and like
I know.
she
She
doesn't a
doesn't
lot of these
know.
people that are saying this stuff don't know that she kept Rick, tied
Right,
up in her
right.
basement.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're not operating with all the information that we are.
No, but she does know that Alexis knows that Willow is guilty, doesn't she? Didn't they
Does
talk
Diane
about
know
that?
that? Does
Fuck, I
she?
can't remember.
Oh, fuck. Here we are again.
We won't dwell on that. I'm not sure, but it seems like she knows enough about Alexis's past that she's not like, this real beacon of virtue or anything, I don't think. But she acted like, "Oh, this is perfect. You'd be great for this." Like, and
Yeah.
I
it
just
was nice having her home
it
back.
was, yeah, yeah, and walking, that must I mean, she really must have had a serious break
Yeah,
to
like what was it, like broken in 8 or 10 spots or
yeah,
something? I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
poor lady. Yeah, so welcome back to
Yeah,
her.
welcome back, Diane. You look fabulous.
Yeah, yeah, mhm. And so then we had one of your favorite boys, Ezra, and, Ezra visiting Laura to
I was just beside myself. I was so happy about that, seeing Ezra and all that time with him and like yeah, it was like a parallel to Sidwell talking to Willow
Mhm,
in that
mhm.
both neither Laura nor Willow are getting it, you know.
Right, right, yeah,
They're
yeah.
being like dense and like
Mhm,
not getting the gravity of the danger they're in
mhm.
from, you know, it's
Yeah,
like
and then when we learned what we did about Sidwell, you'd think Willow would have understood immediately that she didn't have a choice.
right, right. Yeah, yeah. Um
Yeah.
but I love how Laura's dialect, like she's so freaking fed up when Boyle comes in right from the
Yeah,
get-go.
yeah,
And then he
uh-huh.
said something about what did he say? A minute of he said something about, you know, a minute I don't know. And she said, I don't know, would you have the stamina for that? Which was funny
Right.
in a couple of ways, you know, because it was kind of
Mhm,
sexual, like, and
mhm,
it was so quick the way she said
mhm,
it, like this quick
mhm.
quip. And
Yeah, yeah,
um, I don't
right.
know. I like him. I think he's got depth.
Mhm,
Um, he's a broken man, and he knows
mhm,
it, you
mhm,
know.
mhm,
And he's sort of like he's at that age where you can tell he was terribly handsome. Not that he's
mhm,
not handsome now, but he's
mhm,
on the, you know, age-wise, he's on the other side, you know,
mhm. A little
like
bit,
we
yeah.
are. We're further
Yeah.
down that hill.
Yeah, we are. I am.
But I like that idea of this man that's like probably had power over people just with his looks, his handsomeness,
Mhm, mhm,
and being and like starting to lose that. And I don't know.
mhm.
I like broken people a lot.
Yeah, yeah, and you kinda get the feeling he never thought that he would get anywhere by being virtuous, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Always probably felt like he had to, compromise his values or if he had them, to get
Yeah,
anywhere.
he's another Brad for me, I think, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
He's like just doing what he's got to do. And
Mhm.
he's not he's not evil with Laura, you know?
Right, right. Yeah, he's kinda feels like he's carrying out his duties, which
Yeah,
is
he's trying
part
to
of his
show her the
deal.
rope,
Yeah,
basically.
and in a way trying to protect her from,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know
So anyway, their interaction is like gold to me. I loved it.
Mhm, mhm, yeah, yeah, and I wonder if they'll ever, like, really if their Venn diagrams will ever overlap more, like, to the point where she'll understand him a lot better and be more sympathetic maybe,
She
uh,
should be starting to feel that way now, you know. She
yeah,
just
mhm,
caved. I mean, she
yeah,
did go ahead and make the
mhm,
switch to Willow, and that was
mhm.
chilling. That was a chilling little announcement at the end.
It was, I really didn't know which way she was gonna go.
Yeah,
Did
I
you?
didn't either. No,
Yeah, yeah,
no. But
but
so that was something.
that was something, and I liked as much as I know Laura hated that, this I was glad that that's what she did,
Because she'll be safer for a little while, I guess.
she'll be safer, and also, like, I kinda wanted Alexis to be knocked down a peg or 2.
Oh, your hatred of Alexis. Yeah.
I don't know if it's a hatred, but she really got puffed up by the whole
Yeah.
idea,
Yeah.
and all these
Yeah.
people around her talking about how great she was. I thought, "Yeah, that can't go on," you know?
Yeah.
If she's not gonna do anything to remedy this whole, like, Drew getting shot situation with what she knows, I feel like she doesn't really deserve to be rewarded. Um, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I hear you on that. But
Okay. But yeah, the
but
whole Willow so the Willow and Jen's conversation, that was very interesting, like, before the announcement, when he had to,
yeah.
like when she acted like she just wasn't gonna do
Feel
it,
like she was just gonna say thanks, but no thanks, and I loved his like just barely contained aggravation.
Yeah, he
You
was a
know,
little bit stunned that anybody was trying to say no to him, especially
yeah,
her, and she
yeah,
wouldn't let him get a word in,
yeah. It
for a
was
while. So
great. It was great. And
that was
then,
well played on her part too, I thought, the acting there. That was good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She's really rising to this whole occasion.
Mhm,
Not that I
mhm.
thought she was a lightweight or anything, but this is a pretty meaty role she's getting
Yeah,
now.
yeah, it's a whole other facet of this character.
Yes, yeah,
Mhm,
pretty fantastic.
mhm.
And then I mean the whole I don't know how you pronounce the pièce de
Pièce de
résistance.
résistance, oui.
How do you say the first part? Pièce?
Yes, yeah,
Yes, pièce de
mhm,
résistance.
oui.
Um,
Mhm.
we can't keep doing this. Was Sidwell going
Mhm.
in and chatting with Drew and like, oh my God, the like, smacking on the bed and putting the like back up so he's looking
Yeah, yeah,
closer into his
oh
face
my
and
god,
giving him
yeah,
all the information.
yeah,
Oh,
and just like he reads the SOS immediately,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like, Drew probably thought, "Oh my god, finally somebody
yeah.
knows Morse code." Nope.
Oh, that was
Mm,
just fantastic. That
mm,
so kudos to the writers that would like didn't see
mhm,
any of that coming. We
mhm.
all assumed that the medication came just Willow as a nurse somehow had
Right,
access to
right,
this.
right, yep.
So I
Mhm,
didn't even mind that it was kind of like a retcon storyline, or maybe
mhm,
it wasn't retcon. Maybe they had this in mind all along.
mhm,
But
mhm.
wasn't revealed to us, the viewers,
Right,
from the
right.
get go, and I was
Yeah,
okay with that because this was
mhm,
so delicious having it revealed
mhm.
this way.
Yeah, but man, that's not a good partnership for Willow to be teamed up with Sidwell.
Or is it the best partnership ever?
The one we didn't know we wanted or
Right.
needed.
Well,
Yeah,
because she's kind of diabolical now too.
she is. It doesn't
That's
seem
a
like
power couple there.
I guess maybe it is, and I know, he thinks he's gonna be able to manipulate her completely. So this is man, she think about,
It's
like
very interesting.
it is because she just got what she really desperately wanted, which was her
The
kids,
kids, yep.
and now suddenly she's being pulled in this completely other direction.
Yeah, but she's tantalized by the idea of power also. And when
Especially yeah,
the
when
point he
she
made about taking the kids away from Michael completely,
right,
and
right,
she's like,
yeah,
"Ooh," you could see her little
yeah,
eyes like light
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, you almost feel like, okay, this is where Drew might team up with Michael or something, he
Ooh,
might
if he
try to
ever
fig
can
yeah, if
break
he
out of
can
it, yeah.
blink enough of the alphabet. Um,
Um, did you pay attention to her amount of makeup, Willow's makeup? How I said the other day
I
that
tried, yeah, yeah, and
do you
I
think
think
she
you're
looks
right.
a little more
I
made
think
up?
you're
Like the eyebrows look
right.
darker and
Yeah, uh-huh, yeah.
giving her a
She
little more weight or something.
yeah,
Like,
but she really couldn't have a more, like, wholesome, pure face.
right, I know, like an Ivory girl or
Yeah,
a
like,
Breck girl, maybe a Breck girl.
yeah, it just seems like she couldn't be guilty of anything, and that's what Chase sees when he looks at her. But
I know.
boy,
Yeah.
is he in for a surprise.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Chase is
so
gonna have to go off for a little, like, time in a
mm,
sanatorium or something when
yeah,
this
he is,
gonna
yeah.
rock his world.
Yeah, but, like, I wonder I mean, I don't know what Sidwell is gonna ask of her, but she does seem stubborn in her way, like, a little bit like
Yeah.
Laura, like, her impulse is to do what's true to her, what she needs or
Right,
wants.
she's gonna be looking out for number 1.
Yeah,
Um,
but I think ultimately she's gotta understand how dangerous he is. I don't know if she does yet, you know?
right, right. Um,
Um
But
But
yeah, very interesting development.
yeah. Now Nina seemed to she sensed that there was something up with Willow.
Yeah,
I don't know if she'd put this together. That
but she's also so freaking like happy that Willow's going in this
yeah,
direction
yeah.
too, you know?
Right,
Like,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She must feel that it's gonna bring them closer together, that Willow will need her, in this new role.
Yeah, right. Because that's a little bit her world, I guess, Nina's
Yeah,
world.
a bit
So
more, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And also, Willow will need her help with the kids if she's this busy with
right.
other
That's
stuff.
true. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she probably feels like
Anyway,
this is a win for her. Hmm.
all fun stuff. So fun.
Yeah, or would Drew, do you think, try to communicate with Nina what's going on somehow?
How will he?
I
Like,
don't know. I don't know.
is
It's
there like a whole alphabet? I guess like a Morse code
yeah.
alphabet beyond just
Just
SOSing? Can you
SOS.
like
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, he's gotta get the SOS part across first.
maybe somebody will have some, like they have the various mechanisms where that like they hook somehow into your brain or whatever and
Yeah,
can,
uh-huh, uh-huh.
verbalize in that sort
Yeah,
of robot voice thing. Or
yeah,
maybe like some
mm.
worker or something. Although we just found out that the workers are all being paid off by
Yeah,
Sidwell too. So
so he's so screwed.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, wow. Hmm, I
Good
don't know.
stuff though. And good, I mean, you're the kind of like best judge of the acting from the bed. Like how do you judge Drew's performance lately?
When he opens his eyes, he just looks so, like, stricken,
Yeah, he just looks terrified. So I'd say
Yeah,
he's doing a great job
I think so too, yeah, and it is kinda nice for him not to be, like, waving his
talking.
hands all over
Yeah.
and talking, yeah. This is refreshing.
This is how we like Drew best.
Sorry, man.
But the best acting you've done.
Finally, I'm coming
But he
around to your
really, I mean, I
character.
really believe in his like fear the whole time,
Yeah,
It's like, oh
yeah,
my
uh-huh,
God. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and we'd almost don't need to hear his thoughts because we know what they are.
Yeah. It's like, I'm screwed. I'm
Yeah,
screwed.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, but
um,
he's I mean, what a good character and
mhm,
what a good acting job he has done from going from this like overly animated arm waving
yeah,
um
yeah,
guy that got all of us to hate him so much, which was what he
mhm,
was supposed to do,
mhm,
into this character that's
mhm.
now we're he's becoming sympathetic again.
Yeah, unbelievable, yeah,
I
that you could
know.
become
Yeah.
sympathetic without uttering a word,
Yeah. You should try
Yeah.
it.
Touche. It took you a while, but
It
touche.
took me a while when I found my opening. I guess we're even now.
Oh my god, we've gone much longer than usual. I
Oh
thought I was
crap.
gonna have a
Okay,
chance
let's
to, like, win, but nope.
oh no. Okay, well we'll shut up now because we're sorry people. We were just having a good time. But
Yeah, there was a lot to cover.
but we hope
Uh,
everybody had a really long commute because
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, now we gotta see how all of this plays out. Like, poor Laura is gonna have
Yeah.
to
Oh
deal with,
man.
like,
Yeah.
people asking her, "So what the fuck,
Right.
Laura?"
What the hell? Yeah. Yeah.
Sonny and Jason have already figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Good.
they'll be able to sort of rush to her aid and kinda commiserate with her.
Yeah. Yeah. But good stuff all around. So I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to
yeah.
the rest of the
Mhm, mhm.
well,
Yep,
one more day. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, let's sign off and we'll talk
okay,
again in a few
yep.
days.
Okay, good night, Gia. Good night,
Okay.
everybody.
Good night, everybody. All right. See ya.
Okay, bye.